I just got my Thrive box this morning, so I'm going to do a little unboxing, show you what I got, as well as the other supplements that I keep on hand in my second trimester, and kind of what I've been taking. And then also, this needs a refill. This is so convenient. I always recommend to clients, keep a pill organizer. It just keeps everything in order, makes it so much easier, and you're not like taking out so many things, counting all the stuff. You just do it once a week. Done. So let's dive in. Right, first thing in this order is the Needed Prenatal. This is actually the first time I'm trying the Needed one. This one says serving size 8 capsules, which is a lot. So I'm going to kind of half the amount. So I think I'll do 4, and then I'll pair it with Organ Complex that I've been taking by Enviromedica. So bad. I should know how to pronounce that. And then also OysterMax. So I kind of play around with not just doing beef liver, not just doing OysterMax, not just doing prenatal, but kind of rotating or splitting amounts, because I like the nutrient profile of all of those and trying to cover all the bases. So I'm going to do that with this. I'm excited to try it. Next thing in this order is the Needed Pre and Probiotic. I have been taking this my whole pregnancy, mainly for the vaginal microbiome, which is what this one is formulated for, as well as gut health, but kind of a 2-in-1. So I really like the blend in this, and it's super important to support your vaginal microbiome as well as your gut microbiome, especially in pregnancy, because if you're doing a natural birth, that is where your baby is coming out. And as it comes out, it is coated in all the good bacteria from your vaginal microbiome. And that supports their longevity and immune system and their gut health and so many very important things. We know that the gut obviously impacts so many things for your immune system. And so making sure that's supported, as well as, of course, having fermented foods in the diet, making sure I have fiber, making sure I have pre and probiotics in the foods that I'm eating. But I really like that one just as a foundation. And that's kind of what supplements are. They are supplemental. They're fill in the gap. They're kind of covering some bases, but we never rely on supplements and then just eat whatever the heck we want. We kind of use it in synergy, and that's how we get the best bang for our buck with supplements. The other thing I have in here is bone broth vanilla protein powder. I'm not going to tell you this is like the greatest protein powder in the world. There's so many really good ones that have super clean ingredients and high quality. I like the taste of this one, and so this is just kind of the one that I've kept on hand right now. But it has 20 grams of protein per serving, so really awesome to just kind of add to yogurt, add to waffles, add to pancakes, all kinds of random things. The only thing I don't add it to is drinks, because I feel like it does change everything about a drink. Like it's a little clumpy, just kind of changes it. And so I'll do collagen, which came in this order as well, in my decaf, matcha teas. You can put this in soups, you can put this in literally anything, because it dissolves really well and you can't really taste it. So I always like to have this on hand. I find it very helpful, and it's also very supportive for skin, for hair, for nails, for joints, all the good things. So I like having this on hand. The other thing I will show you is Saccharomyces boulardii, which is a probiotic, and buffered vitamin C. So I take vitamin C pretty much every morning with my prenatal and all the other stuff, because it's really great for progesterone support. And also in my first trimester, I got this crazy stomach flu that lasted for 9 days, and there's only so much you can do in pregnancy to safely support with that. And so I did a lot of vitamin C, a lot of Saccharomyces boulardii, kind of rotating those, as well as some other pregnancy safe things. But that should be a whole nother video, because nobody should be sick for 9 days when they're pregnant with a stomach flu. That was the only time I threw up in my pregnancy, and it was only once, and it was only because I couldn't eat because of the stomach flu. Again, that should be a whole nother video. The other thing that I try to keep on hand, I'm actually running low, I probably should have put it in this order, is chlorella. This is a really great detox support, pregnancy safe detox support, chlorella with chlorophyll. So I'll take this. I was taking it every day. Now, because I'm getting low, I kind of like do it here and there as needed. Like if I'm out and someone's smoking or they're spraying the fields right now. And so I'll take it more and kind of as needed with that, but it's a really great detox support. Other things that you can do in pregnancy for safe detox, just keeping the detox pathways open, would be an Epsom salt bath, making sure you're getting a good safe sweat, make sure you're moving a lot, and so just getting the lymphatic system going, moving, and then of course making sure that you have lots of antioxidants and fiber and prebiotics in your diet, lots of protein. All those things are daily detox things that you can do at any time, and as well in pregnancy. Lastly, I want to mention the electrolytes that I use and the creatine that I've been adding in. So this is Potassium Cocktail Blue Raspberry by Jigsaw. I really, really like this one. I think I'm kind of just used to it now because I'll recommend it to clients and they're like, this is really salty. I think it tastes really good. I think I'm used to it though. So if you find it a little salty, just give yourself some time. It's electrolytes, it's supposed to be salty. So I'll add this to my water in the morning and then usually in the afternoon as well. And then recently I've been adding in creatine when I do either a heavier workout or if I'm just on the move a lot, or honestly, you can't go wrong adding it in anytime with pregnancy just because your body is doing so much work. It's a really great support for your muscles, for endurance, for cognitive health, for ATP production, for the mitochondria. So little fun fact that mitochondria comes completely from the mother. So obviously we have the sperm and the egg. When they come together, there's a lot that gets combined and makes your baby. But the mitochondria from the mother completely overtakes the male. And so the mitochondria is like the powerhouse of the cell. And so that's super important to make sure that your cells are really healthy and supported. So that way your baby cells become really healthy. And there's a lot of things you can do to support, but I've been adding creatine in. I'll be doing that in labor as well. I have a whole like postpartum kit that I'm building. So I have electrolytes in there and creatine. I'm thinking about doing either like trying to sip in labor or even making popsicles out of it to have in labor, because I think that might be a little bit easier. But anyway, that's kind of what I'm taking right now. I forgot to mention that I also take cod liver oil. I keep this in the fridge, that's why I forgot. But I take this a teaspoon every single day.